Hey guys, welcome back to Thumb Club. Today we're unboxing the Thunder Gyro X Combat Power Extreme Gear Sport Starter Dash Set. So you can see Thunder Gyro X there. Make sure you're 6 years old and it says Combat Power Extreme Gear Sports. So obviously this is a knockoff version of the Beyblade X Stadium. Beyblade X actually never came out with the 4-blader set. So let's look at what it says. Starter Dash Gyroscope Series. The bottom has a lot of stuff like how to use the stadium and this and that, nothing too crazy. On the other side it says Thunder Gyro X Gyroscope Series. And then the other side is the top side, it comes with the handle, so that's pretty cool. Let's look at the back itself. We can see pictures and like description of a few Beyblades. They also have their own names for like all the finish, so that's pretty cool. I guess it's copyright problem, but let's open it up and see what's inside. Thunder Gyro, I think this is not SB brand because SB brand is Bay Super X and I think Flame brand is something Baydex. So this is probably MQ brand, I believe. But overall, let's look at this first. The stadium itself seems pretty promising. First up, we got a string launcher. It's actually really smooth, completely like the real one. I would say I really can't tell them apart, so I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. Next up, it comes with the winter launcher that's blue. Still pretty cool. It's actually extremely smooth. If you remember the Flame brand one we saw, it's pretty bad. So I give this one 4 stars. Next up, it comes with the launcher grip. Launcher grip is always cool. Although it's not the newest version, it still latches on pretty well and pretty sturdy. I mean, it's not the newest UX version ones that are thick, but this is still okay. So I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. It also works on the string launcher as well, of course, and you get a full red launcher, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. After the launcher, let's look at the Beyblade themselves. First up, we got Sword. Does this have lead? Don't ask me, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do come up positive on all the tests, but aside from that, let's look at this. This is a 4-80 on a Sword, and then also comes with the sharp bit. It's a weird choice, but okay, at least color is right. It feels pretty tight, the locking. We got Hell Scythe right here, 4-80 flat. So they've definitely mixed up the bits and like all the ratchets and stuff. It's actually a 3-80. Next up, we got Wizard Arrow. This one actually looked the closest to the real one, but you can tell it's fake by how glossy it is and also the face sticker. 4-80 and a ball. So this actually has the right combination, which is pretty cool. Finally, we got a Night Shield. The green color looks pretty cool to me. It's also extremely glossy. Comes with the 3-80, which is the right ratchet, but a flat bit. It's also really hard to open up this ratchet. I mean, that may be good for burst resistance, but comparing to the real ones, definitely not too good. So for these, I'll just give a rating of 2 stars because they are better than SB brand maybe, but it's still pretty bad. But let's go to the big elephant in the room. We got the Beyblade X Fake Stadium. So it comes with green clips, unlike the real one that comes with black clips. Overall, the rail itself feels pretty sturdy. Plastic feels pretty right. And the top lid also feels pretty right. I feel like it's exact copy. The only minor flaw I would say is that when comparing them side by side, the engraving words are missing and also the finishing on the fake stadium side is not as even. So you can see the sides are like a little bit uneven cut, but it won't cut yourself. I put the lid on the Takara Tomy one, it fits 100%. And I put the Takara Tomy one on top of the fake one, it also fits 100%. So I'm 99.9% sure they use the exact same molding or they molded based on the Takara Tomy Stadium. So if you're out of budget to buy a real Takara Tomy Stadium, at least the Stadium is a good substitute. But I don't encourage you to buy it if you can afford the real one. Beyblade wise, it seems like it's doing Extreme Dash pretty well and smooth, so I wouldn't say the gear is any worse quality than the Takara Tomy one. They should be the exact same quality at this point. I don't see any performance difference or anything. The gears latch on to the rail itself pretty alright, so I think just the stadium wise, this is definitely a recommendation if you can afford a real one, because this one at this price point at least comes with a string launcher and a launcher grip and also a pretty good winter launcher. So you can just buy this and maybe buy a few UX Beyblade, Phoenix Wing, and you're good to go. Like I would probably do Phoenix Wing and then also Wizard Rod and Hell's Hammer. But you can see you can actually have a tournament at home at this point because you got two stadium. Play experience wise, it's pretty similar to the real one, not gonna lie, but I'll never recommend buying a fake Beyblade stadium. It's alright, you save maybe 20-30 bucks, you can use it to buy a starter set. I also find stacking on top making the actual stadium pretty sturdy, so that's cool. The stadium won't like zoom around anymore because of the extra weight, so that's pretty nice. Otherwise, everything is pretty cool. The fake Beyblade work like the real Beyblade, to be honest, but still health concern, quality concern, everything and that. So up to you to decide the Beyblade. But let's try the winter launcher too. It works out pretty well, so that's pretty strong one as well. Overall, I feel like the stadium set is pretty cool. Like putting fake Beyblade aside, some people can afford the real one, so if you are like you must play the fake one, go ahead. But for this launcher, the launcher grip and a string launcher, as well as the quality of stadium, I feel like this is a good recommendation if you cannot afford the real Takara Tomy Stadium. I remember at one point they're like 80-70 bucks with shipping all include. Price probably went down a little bit lately, but it's still a good place to start if you can't afford the real one. At least you get a string launcher and here and that. But yeah, let me know how you think.